Hey guys, welcome back. Casey here with Lions Den Investments and Reviews. In today's video, we're going to cover some technical analysis on THETA and Tfuel. I'm going to show you where we're headed with there. We got some news also on the Tom Brady and NFT connection with THETA, so I'm going to cover that. And then we'll go into some of the XRP updates and what's going on there with the SEC case. So getting started here, guys. I'm on the THETA daily chart right now. And from previous videos, I was showing you like where I was expecting us to go as far as price. Okay, now I've got the bar pattern here that I replicated from our last move up, and that's what you're seeing in the blue. So if you haven't watched the previous video, go back and watch the previous video. I'll leave a link in the top here somewhere in this video, and you can go back and watch the technical analysis I did on that, where I was expecting it to go. Now that's conservatively. I've got us going, you know, up here to the tunes of like $20 or $21 in the not so distant future. Actually, like later this month into early May. Okay. Now the thing is though, you've got this THETA and NFT rumor going around with the connection between THETA and Tom Brady. So let me explain that real quick, because if that happens, um, we don't have the mainnet 3.0 upgrade coming out until like later in June, like towards the end of June. But if this happens before then, you could very easily see prices much higher than what we've got right now on THETA, because Tom Brady, guys, is a rock star. When it comes to football, everybody knows him. Even if you're not paying attention to football, you know who Tom Brady is. So that would be huge publicity and good exposure for THETA, for mass adoption, really. So let's go over here real quick, because here's the connection. Um, Basically, let's see here. Tom Brady, okay, he has got a company that he just started, and it's called Autograph. Okay, this is a Reddit article. Actually, let me go back here. I'll just type in Tom Brady and NFT company, because he created this company called Autograph. Okay, this was on CNN the other day. Alright, so he's launching this NFT company, and my guess is he probably doesn't know much about it, right? He doesn't know much about the technology, so he needs to reach out to people that are familiar with that kind of technology to get him involved and help align his company in the most proper way with an NFT marketplace, okay? Now, the company again is called Autograph, which you see right here, and it's going to bring together some of the biggest names in sports, entertainment, fashion, and pop culture to work with creators to develop unique digital collectibles, which is a representative for Brady tells CNN. Okay, Autograph will also produce NFTs featuring Tom Brady. So that's essentially what his company is about there and what it's going to do. But the reason why I bring that up, because we're wanting to know about this THETA connection, and he's got a board of directors, okay, and on his board of directors he has a guy by the name of John Feltenheimer. Now John Feltenheimer, and just to let you know, here's Autograph right here, Tom Brady's company, board and advisors: Tom Brady, which is the founder and chairman; Richard Rosenblatt, which is a founder and chairman; and then John Feltenheimer, CEO of Lionsgate. Okay, here he is right here, John Feltenheimer, Chief Executive Officer of Lionsgate Entertainment. Now, here's the connection, because if you go to THETA and we scroll down, if you don't remember, not too long ago, Lionsgate, okay, they basically became one of the latest Hollywood studios to bring content to the THETA network. And this guy right here, John Feltenheimer, is on the board with Tom Brady's company Autograph, okay, as one of the board of directors, and he is the CEO of Lionsgate Entertainment. So that's the rumor that's going around right now. It's not really a rumor, because I'm showing you right here firsthand. Those are facts. Okay, you cannot deny facts. And my guess is John Feltenheimer is gonna have some serious persuasion when it comes to kind of guiding Tom Brady and the co-founders of the company Autograph in the right direction when it comes to the NFT marketplace. Now, the mainnet 3.0 was pushed back, and if you remember in some of my previous videos, I was talking about Theta wanted to specifically focus on this NFT marketplace. Okay, so they went ahead and pushed back their date for release of mainnet 3.0 because they wanted to focus on that. And so that Theta's essentially got their own NFT marketplace, which is going to be able to compete with other marketplaces like Rarible. Okay, and I've covered Rarible in a couple of videos too, and that's an NFT marketplace. But I think Theta's going to crush that and blow that out of the water. Rarible's not even going to be able to compete with that. And now you've got Tom Brady who's getting involved, with NFTs, and you've got John Feltenheimer here helping guide the direction of that. So it'll be interesting to see where that goes. But like I said, if that happens, you're going to easily see a 10x move. And if you watch, some of the other videos that are out there on like Bix Weir, for instance, he talks about Theta going much higher than $20 or $21 in the next 2 months. They're talking about like a 10x move from where we're at. And if you look at where we're at back here at $12.28, okay, you're looking at $120 Theta. And there would have to be some massive news that gets it really pumping like that for mass adoption. This would be one of them, okay? So it's not official yet that that's exactly what's going to happen, and that, Theta is going to be the blockchain of choice through Tom Brady's company Autograph, but it's looking pretty good. Okay, so if you guys like that news, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, because I'll be putting out more content and keeping you up to date on Theta as we go here. Let's look at the MACD though on the daily for Theta, because right now, we had some strong strength in the sellers. Okay, and it looks like we're starting to kind of take a breather there. It's still strong action downwards though, so it's kind of hard to tell where it's going to go. And this is why I don't pay attention to MACD indicators and just, solely rely on one or two indicators to gauge where prices are going. You have to look at the volume too, okay? And if you look at the volume right now on the 4 hour, number one, we're still inside this triangle. And we can bounce around in this triangle up until probably about April 16th, which would be tomorrow. And then what I would expect is we're going to either move downwards or we're going to move upwards. But with all the good news coming out from yesterday's IPO with Coinbase, the price going up there by about $63. I don't know where it's at today. Quite frankly, I really don't care. But, it was good news for the entire crypto market. And it's going to allow more people to be aware of the crypto market and, come from traditional markets. So with that news aligned with this Theta connection and Tom Brady, then you got the mainnet 3.0 being released here at the end of June. Guys, I'm very bullish on all this, because this comes down to fundamentals outside of what I'm showing you here on technical analysis. And if you take the fundamentals and align them with where we are right now on the technicals, I would say the price of Theta is going up, not down. All right. So just keep that in mind as we move forward. We've got support here at $11.17 roughly. So if we drop, we would test support there. We've got kind of a zone range here with resistance at the very top around 1348. So we'd have to break that as well. And then the only thing we'd have to break after that is the all-time high, which is up here around like 1490-ish. That's where we wicked out. I went ahead and placed it a little bit lower though, because if we break this, we're going to easily flip 1445 into support, and then off we go here. And maybe we'll do something similar to what we did back here, and if we do, it's going to look similar to what you're seeing right here in the blue pattern. Tfuel, guys, is the native currency for Theta, and I'm expecting something similar with Tfuel. Last time on this run up with Theta, we saw Theta move first, and then Tfuel lagged a little bit behind that by maybe like a week or 2 weeks. And you saw Tfuel literally go from like 4 cents all the way up to 60 cents. Right now, the ratio between Tfuel and Theta is about 34. Okay, so if you do the math on $120 Theta, okay, and you divide that, let's say we just stay at the same ratio we're at right now, okay, if we stay at the same ratio we're at now, at 34, you'd be looking at, sorry here guys, you'd be looking at a price of $3.52 on Tfuel, and that's if we stayed at the 34-to-1 ratio that we're at right now. So that's all I've got for Theta and Tfuel right now. Like I said, I'll keep you up to date on that. Let's move over to XRP real quick. I'm going to give you an update on XRP. Now, if you guys haven't heard, XRP, their lawyers came out just recently, okay, and moved for a motion to dismiss the case. You had Gary Gensler come in and he was actually confirmed as the new head of the SEC chair. And if you don't remember, Gary Gensler taught blockchain to the developers over there at MIT. Okay, he's a MIT professor in blockchain, so that's great news there. And the timing was perfect because essentially what had happened is the judge was starting to take the side of XRP and Ripple, and the reason why was because they were asking for documents from the SEC when it comes to conversations they had regarding Bitcoin and Ethereum. You know, if they're digital currencies or if they're considered securities and you know, so forth. So what happened though is the SEC wanted to play hardball and say, why is that relevant to this case? We're after Brad Garlinghouse and his upper executive managements for distribution of a security. Okay, that's what it was about. And the judge just kind of looked at him and was like, yeah, that's why we need the documents so that we can figure out what XRP actually is. Okay, long story short, the SEC kept saying, okay, that's fine, I guess we'll go along with it, but they drew it out for like a week, you know, trying to stall the judge. Meanwhile, the lawyers for Ripple, okay, they went and they complied, and you know, about a week later, the SEC came back, gave him the documents, gave the judge the documents, and then turned around and asked for financials that are associated with upper management. And the judge literally just told him, that's irrelevant, you're not getting that because this case is not about distribution of XRP and what you guys claim to be a security. It's about, let's clarify what XRP actually is first. Okay? And from there, you know, she shot down the SEC again. And the lawyers for Ripple stood up and basically acted on that statement that she made to the SEC, and they acted on that and said, hey, let's go ahead and move for a motion to dismiss the case. And I don't know if that's going to be a lawsuit, a settlement, you know, between the SEC and Ripple, or if it's just going to be case closed. But here's a video here from David Schwartz. I'm not going to play the whole thing for you because it's about an 11-minute video, but I'll leave a link in the description below for you, and we'll just listen to a little bit of what he has to say here.
Ripple is being granted access to SEC documents related to Bitcoin and Ether as regulators decided they were commodities and not securities. And this as the SEC investigates Ripple Labs for issuing XRP as illegal securities. Our first guest, as you mentioned, Lawrence, is one of the original architects of the XRP ledger, the cryptocurrency used in Ripple Labs' payments network. Joining us now is Ripple Chief Technology Officer David Schwartz in California. Welcome, bright and early, David.
Thank you, Christine. It's a pleasure to be here.
Pleasure to have you, David. All right, so I was hoping you could comment perhaps briefly on this piece of news out this morning. Is Ripple hoping to find evidence that XRP is similar to Bitcoin and Ether and should not be considered a security?
Yeah, I think the primary argument that we're trying to make here is that the market considers them similar, we considered them similar, all the evidence suggested that they were similar, and then the SEC just, you know, comes out of nowhere and say, nope, they're completely different.
Mm-hmm. You know, XRP is also having a down day today, but overall it's been on a strong winning streak, touching a 2-month price high in the wake of an altcoin rally, completely recouping losses from the SEC's lawsuit against Ripple Labs late last year, and then some. What's driving this XRP rally?
You know, it's always hard to tell. You can always come up with an explanation for a piece of news after it happens. But you know, if it didn't happen and it was way down, I could come up with an explanation. So I'm very hesitant to give much confidence to sort of descriptions of what happened after the fact. I think there were some rumors about a Coinbase relisting that might have sort of triggered some upward movement, and I also think there was recently a hearing in the case where, as you mentioned, Ripple was granted access to SEC documents that might have impacted the price. But these are all just guesses, and there's really no way to know.
All right, so basically, he's not going to comment. He's a smart guy, obviously, because he still works for Ripple, but that's the chief technology officer for Ripple. Okay, one of the guys that helped invent this technology. He's like, the guy's a genius, but he's not going to go out and tell you, hey, you know, Coinbase is doing a relisting in XRP. You got a lot of people out here spreading rumors about possible relisting XRP. We'll just have to wait and see, okay? But that's looking pretty positive for Ripple and XRP right now, regarding what David Schwartz is saying here in regards to it being classified as a digital currency, because that's what Bitcoin and Ethereum are being classified as, is digital currency, or digital currency with utility use case. And obviously, if you look at the utility use case behind XRP, it's already being used by central banks, and I've been pointing that out too, as we move forward through this bull run. So, really interesting news, guys. Really, that's all I wanted to cover for today. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Hit the like button as well. And with that said, as usual, these markets go up and down. They're going to shake you out, or at least try to. So have strong hands and fear nothing, my friends.